From HBO Showcase, Sony Pictures Classics, and the acclaimed director of Gas, Food, Lodging, comes a provocative new film about girls, gangs, and guns. Mi Vida Loca, My Crazy Life. On the streets of East Los Angeles, director Allison Anders works with actors and actual gang members.
I play a character called Sad Girl.
Mousy. I play myself.
La Gata.
La Blue Eyes.
Myself, Whisper.
To give an accurate portrayal of life in Echo Park, Mi Vida Loca focuses on the effects of gang violence and the toll it takes on women.
Girls, you don't ever throw down with your homegirl over a guy. Guys come and go, they ain't worth it.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. You just did time for your guy.
We girls need new skills, because by the time our boys are 21, they're either in prison or disabled or dead.
The story is told through the eyes of Sad Girl and Mousy, two locas whose children share the same father.
Mousy was kicked out of her house when she got pregnant, and then it turns out that when she has her baby, her best friend sleeps with her boyfriend and ends up having a baby by him also.
He lied, Vato. He lied. Now I have to kill my friend. I'm scared for her.
It's about relationships, and it shows that these girls are normal, loving girls, and it's just their environment that makes them tough. It is a crazy life.
A hot girl from Echo Park like to say goodbye.
Yo, okay, what's up? So I want to introduce the cast and crew, bringing on everybody to the page. Hello, hello.
Hello.
DJ franchise. I see everybody.
What's happening?
Jesse.
Oh my goodness.
The boys are in the house.
This is epic. I mean, please feel free to say hello to each other. I'm not sure how long it's been since you've seen each other, so.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Good to see you.
Hi, Jesse.
What's happening,
Vaya,
fellas?
Panchito. Crazy Jess.
Panchito.
I can't hear anybody. What's up, Arthur?
I can send you my headphones. Hang on a second.
Is that my Joker bird?
I'm retarded.
Joker Bird's gonna go get his headphones.
Joker bird.
Oh my gosh.
They were all little snot-nosed kids. They were all little snot-nosed kids, man.
Hey.
We still are.
What's happening, Jess?
That's right.
Oh, this
Beautiful
is
people.
What's up, Gabriel?
What's
What's
up,
What's up, big dog? Man, it's been forever.
It's been a minute.
Good to see everybody, man. Good to see everybody.
You guys
Yes.
are fabulous. Yes,
Yeah, good to see you
absolutely.
guys.
I got my technical advisor here. Hold on.
Hey,
Bye.
who knew? Huh?
Okay.
Who knew?
Who has a drink? Does anyone have a drink, or are they
I do
we
right
sober?
here.
Are we
I
drinking?
need a refill.
I had water somewhere. I don't know what happened to it.
I got my yerba mate right here.
Yes, yes,
I got
yes.
some Bacardi and Sprite.
Hey,
There you go.
Oh,
we
shit.
love it.
What's up, JD?
I'll see we're losing them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll come back. We're technology nowadays, how it goes. We're all learning. I had to switch from DJing in clubs to now being on the internet. So I'm just so thankful for you
Way to
being
pivot.
here.
Way to pivot. Way to pivot.
That's right.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for giving your time and your energy to this. This film, like I said, means so much to me, and a bunch of my friends are here to talk to you and listen to your stories, really. So I would love to go around, and if you can introduce yourselves to everyone and tell us who you played in the film. So whoever
Ladies
wants
first.
to start,
Ladies first.
There you
Ladies
go.
first.
Hi, my name is Christina Solis Karen, and I played Baby Doll.
One's in the chat for Baby Doll. Yes. All right. Let's go to Jesse next.
Jesse Borrego. I play in Duran. So happy to be here. Usually when we do the Mi Vida Loca reunions, it's always the women that get the play. So today the Vatos get the night. Christina, you're our leader, Christina. You were here to say we did
I
it.
had to represent.
You had to
That's
represent.
right.
Nice.
All right. Who's next? Who's next to introduce and let us know who you played?
Go ahead,
Panchito?
Gabe. All right, my name is Panchito Gomez. I play Joker Bird. What's happening, my Vida Loca people? Long time no see, except for Gabe. I don't keep. Jesse Borrego, how are you, brother?
Good, carnal. Happy New Year to you and yours.
Likewise,
Man.
Christine, you look just as beautiful as you did back then, baby.
Yes. What happened?
And them two dudes at the top and the bottom, I know who they are. No, I'm kidding. What's up, guys? What's up, Art?
What's up,
Shadow.
Hey, Shadow. All right,
good,
who's
bro.
next?
Gabriel Gonzalez. I played a little sleepy. Happy New Year, everyone. Hi,
Happy
Christina.
New Year.
My boys, what's up?
Hey.
It's the boys club.
Yeah,
The vatos tonight.
The vatos
Number
tonight.
homies.
Hey.
The
All right.
OGs. The OGs.
Angelo.
Great.
I'll go right here. Angelo Rascal. I played Rascal. How you doing, everybody? It's been a long time. Good to see everybody. Nice and healthy and strong. That's right.
Yes. We're getting Arthur back on the screen. This is my friend DJ Franchise. Franchise, say what up?
Yeah, what's up, Frank?
It's a blessing, everybody.
That's right.
Thank y'all for making this happen.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having
Arthur's back.
for having
Arthur's
us.
back. Arthur, introduce yourself. Tell us who you played in the film. Arthur. You know
Shadow.
the internet. Shadow.
Oh, it must be the internet.
Yes. How's it going, everybody?
What's up, brother?
Can you hear
Hey,
me?
Shadow.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
You're buffering, bro. You're buffering.
Arthur Scare. I played Shadow in Mi Vida Loca, Ernesto's brother.
Whoop.
That's right.
Yes.
Good to see you, man.
Let me talk.
This is so awesome. So, Franchise and I are here to
Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry,
facilitate
man.
the panel.
Again, my name is Arthur Scare.
Oh, we got you.
No problem. That's Arthur. That's Shadow, Ernesto's brother. He took over after Ernesto killed El Duran. Sorry, Jesse. You didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. He was just loving the girls.
Loving the girls. So Franchise and I are here to facilitate the panel and just learn from you and talk to you about, behind the scenes stuff you'd like to share with us. One thing I really wanted to talk about when I learned from our sound check was that there was 2 CDs that you played that were pretty prominent when you were like getting ready for stuff, and that was Seal and Cypress Hill.
The funky Cypress Hill shit.
Can you talk about that? I heard
and every time you
was...
heard it booming, it was either in the makeup room or my dressing room, and then everybody just converged in there.
Right. And I don't know, were they CDs?
No, it was a cassette.
Yeah.
Even more old school.
Don't get twisted.
That's right. Back then.
Hell no.
We had a blast.
That's right.
We did.
Fanchito, you worked with Cypress Hill, is that right?
Yeah, I played percussions with Cypress for some time, like in the very beginning. Once I found out, I knew Muggs from back in the breaking days when he was just a DJ for the Radiotron, and I think it was 1580K Day. And I know from New York, because I was with Rocksteady back in the day. Jesse, you knew that. You were back there. You were hanging out at that time.
Hey, Day, I haven't heard of that in so many years.
Me and Jesse like the 2 oldest dudes in this whole. Between all of you, you don't add up to me and Jesse's age. So
that's what I tell you.
Yeah, but I played with I played with him for about 5-6 years on and off, and we're still tight to this day, and it was awesome. It was like friends that I was a fan that became that knew one of the guys, didn't know that he was part of it at the time, and then next thing you know, it just went from one thing to another, and that's all we did, man. We had a blast doing this movie. Jesse and I never really got to work together. We worked one day, I think, at the night they shot you, but we didn't have any scenes together.
Yeah, but it's like you said, we were all hanging out together because when you're doing an indie, it's not like a studio film where everybody goes to their dressing rooms and you got to hang out, and we were sharing sometimes the same production space. Mm-hmm. So
yep.
It was a little budget, so everybody had to hang out with everybody.
Right.
And that's the best thing for those projects, because then that's what you see on the screen, all that authenticity and all that love. So even though we didn't work, as every character was so specific to each little story, that there was a lot of us that didn't really work together, but it never
And we
felt
were
like
We
there.
were together.
it always felt like we
Yeah,
were
we
there
were there
together
every day
making this
together.
movie.
Every
It was
day.
all part of
That's
Eco
right.
Parte. And my character wasn't even from the barrio,
Uh-huh.
but
No.
we were there talking about Eco
We were
Parte.
always talking about El Duran.
Yeah.
What was a day like? What was a day like for filming the movie? What was it like? Was it an early morning and you had to like get into character? How did that all play out for each of you?
It varied. I mean, me being a newbie, I didn't know that, you shot the film from the back side to the front, what I mean, everywhere in between. So you just jumped around, what I mean? And for the longest, I didn't, if it wasn't for me actually working with Allison and reading the script with her and going over it and making corrections and whatnot, I was totally clueless. But hey, Jesse, you and the rest of the fellas, you guys made it really comfortable for us. I mean, who was that wasn't our thing. We were just being ourselves. What I mean, doing what we do.
But you guys did a good job. You guys did a
Yes.
good job.
No, hey,
You
gracias.
Not
listened.
a game, baby. You represented beautifully, bro. And
No,
that's what
no,
it's
no.
about. And
Yeah,
you know,
that's what helped bring out the best in us. You know what I mean? It didn't make it awkward. Didn't make it hard. You know what I mean? That's one thing I did appreciate, and having done a little something. One more thing beside that was I seen the difference. I seen the other side to it. You know what I mean? People could just
The
lock
shade.
themselves, cut. You know what I mean? And they're gone. You know what I mean? But in this movie, everybody like Jesse was saying, everybody stuck out and hung out together. It was a great thing, man. It was a
Hey,
great
well,
thing.
you gotta realize me and Panchito had just come from two big studio films, American Me
Exactly.
and Blood In, Blood Out. So we had seen the big. So when we worked with you guys, we knew that we were trying to get the small, you know what I mean? And that Allison didn't have these big studio budgets.
No,
So
no.
we couldn't work for 8 months with you guys like we did with the Blood In, Blood Out American Vivatos. So it was
Right.
like, we got to make them feel comfortable, and it's their
Yes.
story. It's not our
And
story.
and it showed because,
Their
like I
story.
told Spignorita when we were talking on the side, I said, you know what, these characters, these cats that you're gonna have on, they never made me feel any other thing but comfortable. You know what I mean? They didn't look down their nose. You know what I
Well,
mean? They
All
didn't.
love and
Real
respect.
humble,
well,
real
Yeah.
respectful. And I appreciate
one,
all
one
of
of the
you.
things that one of the things that Allison always installed in me, like I was telling you earlier, Angela, I wasn't part of this film at the beginning at all. I winded up on this film the second day of the shoot and winded up the whole 4 weeks because there was
Ah,
actually no character for me. Jesse winded
Needed
up
it.
getting in Duran, which is the part I wanted, and then Julian Reyes, who played Big Sleepy. Those were the only two roles I could have played at the time. And like Jesse said, just coming out of
Wow.
American Me, it was kind of a pain in
wow.
the ass.
Yeah.
I think
So
Baby Doll was at
Allison,
it as well, Panchito,
Yeah.
for you.
huh?
I think Baby Doll was at it as well for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you were the couple, right?
Hey,
Baby Doll and
hey.
Joker Bird were a couple
Yes, we were.
Yes, we
until
were.
Baby Doll went to River Valley.
Yeah, but then she was
She got the
trifling.
bomb.
Then she got scandalous on me.
I know. Sorry. Gotta do what
Christina,
you gotta do, right?
as a woman on the cast, Christina, how was it for you? Because I feel like this film is so much about homegirls and about friendship and about love, and I would love to hear like your story about filming with the guys and just about with the women. You're one of my favorite characters, so we would love
Thank
to
you.
hear from you.
Thank you. It was
She
just
was
an
my favorite
amazing
character.
experience. Um, I think that it's a movie about friendship and about love and about just coming together when just how powerful women are and how we're the backbone to everything
That's right.
and we held our men up and we have to do what we have to do and yeah, so we bonded. We had our moments where I think I grew a lot in that movie. Like having working with a lot of women is kind of stressful sometimes. I
You
don't know.
think?
Yeah.
You think? But I think it really made me understand. Like I don't know. I think as women, we tend to be a little bit harder on each other, and we are harder on each other.
Hmm.
Men will forgive men, women will forgive men, men will forgive women, but women do not forgive women, and then
Okay.
that's what I learned there. That
Yeah.
we just bonded. And
you guys look like you were all having a good time all the time. I remember that much.
we were definitely, but it's really, I guess it has a lot to do with Hollywood. Women don't really like work with each other that much, you know. So it's always like, you know, the men, you know, like the Goodfellas, and all the movies are about, you know, about all the men, but not about the women. So I don't think in Hollywood women even get to work with each other that often, you know, like as a group. So yeah, it was a really great experience, a growing experience, like as personally, and it just made me just realize so much and took so much for granted. And even as being a Latina, you know, like how diversified we are, and we don't all have the same experiences, and yet we all have the same sort of passion for our roots, and yeah, it really brought a lot of different backgrounds together. Even though we, you know, we were there in Echo Park, we all left there being a part of Echo Park for sure.
Yeah.
Echo Parque.
That's right,
Echo
baby.
Park.
That's right.
I don't even know if I can do it anymore.
Yo, real quick, the chat room, we got a poll up. Who's your favorite? I think it's who's your favorite homegirl. You better go vote for baby doll. Let me put my vote in real quick. So Gabriel, we'd love to hear how your filming experience was. You're an actor before coming to me Vida Loca, right? So you had some experience with acting and music, right?
Well, you know, just kind of have to do a little bit of everything in Los Angeles. I have when I got brought into the movie by Jacob Vargas. He plays Ernesto, and but I got a great Vida Loca memory.
Oh, tell us.
And I remember my first day on the set. You know, it's like I showed up. You get there early, and at least the way, you know, I remember it when it's like a lot of the people that were getting called earlier had to do the early scenes. You know, it's like during the daytime and stuff. So they were doing some of the evening. And on one of the first days, my very first day, you know, they shoot out of sequence. So my first day, I shot the fight scene. So that's where I'm getting jumped in, you know. So that was my first day.
I remember
when I get there, they sent me to makeup. And I went to makeup, and they gave me a number 2. You know what I'm saying? So they cut off all my hair and stuff, and then they threw on what you call it, and then they send me in my hairnet, and they send me onto the set, and I'm walking onto the set and stuff, and you know, all the lingo and stuff, and they're like, quiet. They'll say quiet, or they'll say slate. And then when they say slate, everybody has to be like quiet, you know, stuff. So I'm walking up, and I can hear them going slate, and some homeboys were talking, and one of the homeboys, I walked up to him and I went, "Hey, homie, keep it down, man." They're like talking to me, and the dude looks at me and goes, "What? You want a box?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so that was my introduction to me. Look, dude. Afterwards, I'm like, some of the other homeboys was with them. He's like, "Nah, man, he's cool, because like for the first couple of days, you have to walk around with somebody that was from the neighborhood because they don't play over there. You know what I'm saying?" Yeah. So it's like you had to walk. And you know what? Check it out. You know who it was? I still remember him to this day. His name was Gabriel. His name was Gabriel.
Snoops. My homeboy Snoops. Yeah.
It gets even better. So we get ready to shoot the scene, and who's one of the homeboys that's jumping me in?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
So when you see the jumping scene and stuff,
that's for real.
Like some of that shit, you know, I was stuff up. But they only did it like a couple of times.
Hey, Gabriel, I hate to say, but believe me, when that was going to happen, we're like, we got to give it to him, dog. We got to make that shit legit. We got to make that shit legit. Little did you know, Spencer.
They did. No.
But you took it like a champ, bro. You took it like a champ.
That's fucked up.
I'm like, damn, you got some method actors up in this.
Hey, to this day, Gabriel, you know you're still in, right?
That's right. Let me find out. That's it.
You're actually blood in, blood out right now.
You're still in.
And be careful they don't American me size you.
No.
Ain't doing all that.
See, if that would have been me, I would have started crying like a.
I doubt it.
I want to live forever.
I wanted to see what.
That's right.
Rachito, how about the time we were in the truck?
Oh my God.
And we like turned a corner, and someone like the girls like they started panicking, and we're like, what? And they're like, no, we can't be in this neighborhood.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. We're like, what?
Yeah, man.
And,
I'm driving this truck.
Yeah.
I'm driving this truck. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, cool. And mind
for
you,
real?
like I had tattoos on my neck, my fucking eyebrow. I had shit everywhere.
Right.
So I'm driving, and they have no clue. I'm like, I look nothing like the guy from Mercury Me. I look like nothing like the guy from Hill Street Blues. I look like a straight up Echo Park gangster.
No, hey, but if I could interject real quick, to Allison's credit, she wanted to make it as authentic as she could. So the extras were all from the hood, and even the vehicles. And that troca was burned. That was the actual homie's truck. Who, you know what I mean? Everybody knew in the area.
So that's why everybody came out. Thanks.
You almost got killed.
No, hey, it was a trip, man. It was a trip. But yeah, there you go. There you go.
Amazing. I wanted to see Arthur, your experience. You were hold on. Let me get it back on the screen. Since he was like the younger cast member. Arthur, what was it like for you filming Mi Vida Loca? What was your experience like?
Arthur.
Just like that, he disappeared. Poof.
Yeah. Shadow.
Just like Trump, he left.
Okay, so in the meantime, Franchise, you have any questions for the cast? This is our boy DJ Franchise.
Sure. One, it's a blessing to have all of y'all here. This is amazing to come through. So one, thank you so much, Joe. Two, you could tell the love is real. All of y'all enjoying each other's company, spirit, even if it's been a while. The movie means a lot to our people, to our folks. So I was interested in, and maybe Jesse, we'll start with you first, of just like, where do you think, with Mi Vida Loca, that it's standing the test of time? It's over 25 years now. People talk about it as if they just saw it yesterday, or that's my homie. Kind of, what do you feel speaks from the movie to people that where you guys have seen the interviews, I've seen the meet and greets, people come with so much love for y'all. Where do you think the movie stands the test of time for y'all in that sense? Jesse, I'll let you kick it off first.
Well, it all starts with Allison Anders. This was her dream. She was a filmmaker and a beautiful human being who was actually living in the barrio. So for her, that's what she fell in love with. She fell in love with these human beings, this raza that was living all around her, including these chavalones, and what they were going through. But we needed that woman's point of view, and I had just come from a really hyper masculine project, Blood In, Blood Out. So it was beautiful to go into another project that came, that had the woman's perspective, especially when it has to do with our raza, So I was telling Angel Aviles, a couple of years ago, she started doing autograph signings, and she was amazed at how many people were responding to her and remembering Mi Vida Loca. And I told her, I said, baby, don't you understand? Those films that we did, they're part of Latino pop culture. There's generations that have grown up with those, and it belongs to them, So I think that's the main part of it, is that Allison was not only making a beautiful film, but all of us that participated with her. And again, she was smart, like they were saying, to utilize the people from the barrio. And y'all are the ones that really made it authentic. and told that real story. She developed all those stories off of interviews that she had taken of women, real women there in the barrio, Echo Park are women. So I think that for them, for all of that, that's what was important. So I think all of us brought that energy, and that's why it survives. I mean, if you realize that it had that much of a budget compared to American Me and Blood and Blood Out, which had just been made. So compared to those big budget flicks, this movie still competes with those in terms of being in the memory of our raza. And I think that's what it has to do. And we need the woman's perspective. So I think that's why it stands the test of time, you know.
And feel free to anyone else that wants to add to that. I mean, I want to hear your experience as well. Christina,
No,
anyone else?
and and if I could, I remember when she had when we first caught her walking up and down the avenue, just red hair, sunflower, sundress. We thought she was either a fucking hura or she was a rat. She was, you know what I mean? Because this was the 80s, 90s. You know, we was doing everything we ain't supposed to be doing to survive. You know what I mean? And so we was real leery, and we knew every person that lived in the neighborhood. We knew every car. You know what I mean? So when we started catching her walking up all carefree, and she's looking back at us the same way we're looking at her, it was it was interesting, you know what I mean? But for her to actually have the courage to approach us, and the bottom line is she had this script already written. This is a universal story, you know what I mean? What she wrote, and it's been going on since the beginning of time, you know what I mean? Men are men, the perros, you know what I mean? And women, they with their heart, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, you know what I mean? That's how it gets down. And she just felt that at that time, that was the only way that she could get it out there, get her story out there. You know what I mean? And she approached HBO, and HBO was like, "Hey, well, why don't you give us something else first before we throw some money at you?" You know what I mean? And the only reason why I'm knowing all this, I was privy to a lot of this stuff because again, I was supposed to be Jacob Vargas. You know what I mean? That was supposed to be my role, and then I ended up getting shot. You know what I mean? And things changed, and I remember being in there with my little homegirl Mousy sitting at her table. Because I'm like, hey, Allison, we don't talk like this. You know what I mean? Or you're putting too much on there. You know what I mean? And so we're going over things, and God bless her. She was real humble and open minded, and she knew these things. And she put something out there that was just to me like a cult classic, man. I've had people come up to me in different places. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, and I've been to prison, I've been to this place and that place, and no matter where I've been, somebody always approaches me about that movie. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just, it was, again, I didn't know what I had when I was doing it. You know what I mean? I just took it as something, another bump in the road, another thing to do. You know what I mean? And again, she put me down in the credits and gave me a place, a path, a place to go, and I was just too young and dumb to fucking take advantage of it. But
well,
God bless her. You know what I
mean? She trusted you with a lot of us actors because not only were you one of the young gangsters there, but you knew a lot of the shit. And I remember I used to hang out with me a lot, and you used to protect all of us. You'd be like, "Yo, we can't do this, man. We can't do that." And then I remember one time we were doing a scene up in the party house, and everybody's smoking blunts and shit, right? So hey, I partake. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, let me go. And I think I was dancing with you, Christina.
You mean allegedly? Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's okay. I smoke weed on Twitch. It's fine. I've done it before.
I Twitch and I smoke weed.
Turns to me and he goes, wait.
That's why they call it.
He said, cut. No, fuck that. Don't touch that punch. I said, what? Dude, that shit is a sherm, bro. I said, it was real. I'm like, oh,
like
hell
Smokey
no.
on
They
Friday.
had to kill that whole scene. They had to kill that whole thing.
That shit, I would have been fucked. I would have been at work the next day.
No, and it's so crazy because my homeboys were like, we got to make this shit legit. Every time we had an opportunity, we're youngsters, we're desmadrosos. We don't give a shit. We're trying to make this shit legit. You know what I mean? It was so funny, but hey,
you tried.
And let me tell you, since you got a bunch of men on this panel, with Christina, Angel, Sadie, Marlon, let me tell you, these women, they held it down.
Oh,
because they were just as gangster as we were.
Oh no, that's
also in the movie. They were
Oh
awesome in the
yeah.
movie. They were awesome as people.
Yes.
Salma
Yes.
Hayek's one of Salma's
Yes.
first things, and
Yeah. Her
she was
first
like one of she.
crossover. It's her
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
crossover. Yeah.
yeah. And let me tell you, like Jesse and I were saying earlier, to this day, Gabriel, I just saw Gabriel like less than a year ago in LA after my wife passed. I went out there for a little bit. And
I'm sorry to hear
he
that,
made me
man.
feel. Thank you, brother. God bless. You know,
My
she's in
condolences,
heaven. You know,
man.
she fought cancer. She was a tough girl, but
Él es
she's better. But I needed
Right
some
on.
friends and some other friends that I had aside from my family. You know, Jesse I haven't spoken to in a long time. I think I've texted you a few times, or we've gone back and forth on Facebook. And the same with you, Christina. But Gabriel, when I went back to LA in 2012 with my wife and my daughter, my little one, we hung out. I went and played with his band because he's a hell of a musician. He ain't told you that shit
Woo.
yet.
He's
No,
awesome.
I looked him up. I just found it out.
He was with Boogaloo Assassins, man.
Fire.
Who
Yeah,
knew?
bro.
Yeah,
He's
baby.
what they call he's what they call la verdad.
La mera
Eso.
verdad.
Yeah.
Hey.
I got you,
Nothing
Gaby.
but.
I got you, little man.
It's true.
Wait, we lost Art.
I love Boogaloo Assassins, by the way. Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite bands out in Los Angeles. If you want to talk about it, Gabriel, we'd love to hear about it. I mean, I've seen your Floridita. Yeah.
Oh no! Just if anything, just follow it over on Instagram at Boogaloo Assassins.
Sweet.
That's simple. I mean, right now it's about Mi Vida Loca,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we got
I will tell you this: like when Mi Vida Loca happened and stuff, and I mean, me as just walking into this, it was one of those things where all the Latinos were like put on alert. It was one of those movies where it had so much importance, even within our community, because we didn't even have that much. It's kind of like now too, it's like, except now we have a few other shows that are popping up. Some of which, some of the Mi Vida Loca alumni is all about. Like Sadie Lopez is doing. I don't know if you guys know.
Yes. A new one, yeah.
Sadie Lopez is doing Selena.
Yes.
And we got some other good shows, that are coming up that we should all be supporting and stuff too. But Mi Vida Loca at the time, it was so exciting, and just it's been exciting to see how like people are still in it. This is a really harsh business to be in, especially being Latino and stuff. And the generation that I'm from, you have to really kind of do a little bit of everything, and that's kind of how I kind of did the music stuff too, So anything that has to do with theater, if it has music, then it's musical theater. I get into musical theater. I get into commercials and stuff. Some of these actors, they won't do commercials because it's otra onda, But like some people stick with just movies and films. Some people stick with just television and stuff. Yo le tiraba todo,
Shit, right now I'll take right now I'll take an infomercial.
Hey, put me in, coach. Put me in.
I'll do a fucking infomercial.
That's right.
Exciting. I actually got to talk to Allison Anders not too long ago, and we got actually Angel Aviles. Hi, Angel. I don't know if she's watching and stuff. I know maybe she jumps on or something later. But I always ask her, hey, how about a Mi Vida Loca Part 2,
Hey.
No. Cruzan los dedos. I'm like, wait a minute, did Little Sleepy die? No!
That's actually a question we had for you. We wanted to know, okay, if there's one storyline you would love to see continued, if there's a sequel, what storyline would it be?
Joker Bird and Baby Doll's relationship.
Hey.
Yes.
We lived.
Yeah, with a bunch of Joker doll kids.
Joker doll, that's so cute.
Okay, I see you, Christine. I see you.
Right on. Right on.
The community organizes, where maybe they put together something like Homeboy Industries, you know what I'm saying, where it's put together.
Hey.
Some kind of community center where
Father
maybe
G. Yep.
And now, you know what I'm saying, like they did back in the 80s. Like
what about the kids? Like one turned out good and one turned out bad.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there you go.
Well, hey, you're onto something because I'm privy, and I did actually get a script from her, and she gave me a little heads up for the second. You know what I mean? When I first read it, I thought, well, that's a little way out, man. But as gentrification has came, and it is what it is, it kind of fits right in line. Not to give too much away. You know what I mean? But I hope she's able to do something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's real.
So
it is real.
Are we saying Mi Vida Loca Part 2?
Hey,
Possibly?
I say, what about
If they
never know.
if they
a
were if they were
series
able
or
to
That's it.
do
You
something?
never know.
A series. Hey,
if they
you
were
heard it here first.
able to do
Right.
No, I don't
if
know.
they
I'm
were
just
able to
saying,
do
like, I don't know.
if they
It
were
sounds
able to
like a
do
binger to
Carlitos Way
me.
2, the prequel, we could do Mi Vida Loca 25 years later.
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
You know
Y'all.
what? I call us the cholas that wouldn't die.
There you go.
Oh my
Because I'm
God.
like, oh my gosh,
Hey, you heard it here first, folks. You
I,
heard it here first. Possibly Mi Vida Loca Part 2.
Hey, you never
Arthur,
know.
are you? Oh, Arthur keeps dropping in and
We
out. I
keep
think it
missing
might be
Arthur.
the
Where you at?
internet.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Senorita.
trying. Yes, sir.
I got to step out. I got to do
Yes.
prep for the trivia night. It has
Yes.
been an honor to spend moments with you.
Mucho gusto, man. Nice
Yeah,
to meet you, brother.
Senorita and I have been we did Blood and Blood Out trivia night together. We
Awesome.
did Selena. We're going
Órale.
to do Mi Familia, La Bamba. We
Purple
have all these
Rain.
Purple Rain. We have all these movies that we want to do.
Nice.
So we would love to bring y'all back and have you as guests if you'd want to be with us later.
Yes.
No
But just
we're
want to
doubt
give
fans
about it.
now. Sure.
my
Thank you,
gratitude
franchise.
and thank you all. And hopefully we'll see you in 15 minutes or so
We'll
for the,
see.
for the
We'll see you
trivia.
over
No
there
doubt.
for
Hey, God
sure.
bless you for your
Thank you,
talent and
brother.
your help, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Just
you.
real quick to the
There's Art.
crowd
There's Art.
watching.
There's Art.
There's
There
Art.
he is.
Say something.
That's it.
Say
Say
something.
What's happening,
something.
Holmes?
Art, can
What
you
you
hear
played?
us? Oh, he keeps going in and out. So real quick to the crowd that's watching, if you have any questions for the cast, go ahead and put them in the chat. My moderators are taking them down for me. They're going to whisper the questions to me, and then we're going to have a Q&A with the cast. So please feel free to ask your questions. That's why we're here, to learn about the film. I'm trying to see. I know. I wanted to ask, how much are you like the character you played? If we can, maybe Arthur, can we see Arthur?
Rascal.
Can you hear us? Arthur, are you there? I think he's still buffering.
I feel bad cashing them checks. You know what I mean? I didn't have to do nothing but show up.
And sober. And sober.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah.
At least one day.
No, you can show us sober. You show us sober, but you find the fucked up at the end of the day.
Hey, nobody said what it ended like.
Let's see if Arthur has it. Arthur, can you hear us? Can you see us?
Arthur.
I think
I
you need
can't hear him.
headphones.
Let's
You
see.
probably need headphones for your phone. I think he's on his phone. But okay, so can we go to Panchito? Like, were you anywhere
Unmute.
close to your character? Would you say?
No,
anything
on
like?
the contrary, if you met the real Joker Bird, and Rocco could tell you this motherfucker was like 7 feet tall, skinny as shit, cool as could be. But he was a ominous guy, but funny. Like you would see him on the street, you'd be scared of him, but once you started talking to him, he was cool as shit. No, mind you, he was still a gangster. But
No,
we hung out
he
for a
was the
while.
one. He was the one that you're all laughing. He'll turn around and tell you what the fuck you laughing at. You know what I mean?
No, you guys remember? Do you guys remember when they tried to teach me his whistle? When he tried to teach me, and I learned the shit. And he would turn around and he goes, "Who the fuck is trying to pretend he's me?" I was like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh,
He said,
yeah.
"I'm gonna go the other way." And then I turned on my Cypress Hill tape and said, "Nah, man, this ain't in the brain, bro." No. Yeah, that wasn't out yet. That wasn't out yet. But yo, no.
Thank you
But
for
yeah,
the
it was.
Cypress Hill tape, by the way.
Huh?
Thank you for the Cypress Hill tape, by the way.
Well, you know. I could give it to you personally later.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Shut up, Gabriel. Shut up,
Arthur,
Gabriel.
are you with us? Arthur, can you hear us?
Arthur has actually been on the road with us because we do meet and greets.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you there?
Oh, we can
I
hear
was just
you.
talking about you.
Speak, nigga.
What's up?
Can you guys hear me? It's good to see everybody, man. Everybody looks great. Yeah,
You
I don't know.
too.
I think I have a bad connection, but everybody looks good and great. I'm happy to be up on. Happy to see you guys.
Hey, happy to see you
Angelo,
too, brother.
for welcoming me aboard, and thank you,
Hey,
Spinny,
ya
for
sabes,
making this
man.
happen.
You got that coming, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
I saw this kid grow up.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Gabriel, it's good to
Arthur,
see
how
you.
was it?
Hope to see you behind the two.
That's awesome. How was it for you, Arthur, as the younger character acting in the film? What was it like for you?
Again, I was actually.
He was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, at that time, I actually was 15 and 16. So the guys were a lot older than me. So trying to, hang around them was definitely a challenge. But nevertheless, they always make me feel welcome. And with the homeboys, it was definitely, trying to, so make yourself welcome, but also available to the culture and definitely understand what that actual movie was about. And unfortunately, I had an episode when actually I was walking across the set one day, and there was some rivals that had threw a glass bottle at my leg, and I had got cut on set, and I had to go get stitches due to the fact that they thought I was a gang member, and there was the rivals that had gone by and threw some glass at a car that we happened to walk by. So that was a real experience for me. But nevertheless, the cast was always great to me, and the homeboys from the hood and the girls were always, kept, had a welcome hand.
That means you were doing a good job as an actor, dude. Because
you took the words right out of my mouth.
You thought you were the real deal.
Yes, sir.
They thought you were the real deal. That's
yes, sir.
Yay.
That's right. You did your holler.
So we have some questions from the audience, if you don't mind me asking.
What was a good experience?
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Oh, let's bring Gabriel back into the stream here. So one of the questions is from Crazy143. Ooh, this one's spicy. She says, did anybody hook up or date during the filming? If you want to talk about it.
I plead the fifth.
Exactly.
You're asking too many personal questions already.
No, this is when the Spanish comes in the gringo style. No comprendo.
All I can say is we have a saying, and the saying is, "It ain't love, it's location."
and love is blind.
You never heard that. You never heard that one, right, mijo?
I don't know, but I kind of noticed. I don't know, but I kind of noticed a little something between Gabriel and Salma Hayek there. I don't know if it was the Spanish novela shit that was going on. But he would come into the makeup room and sing to her, and she would sing back. I'm like Puerto Rican say, aquí hay gato encerrado.
Okay, somebody wants to know, how old were you during the filming of the movie? A range or
Shadow, go ahead.
Yeah, baby boy.
Yeah, we were all older than 15. Can we just leave it at that?
18 and over.
18 and over.
I was 16.
The same age.
I was 23.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I was 93.
I was probably 29.
All right.
It goes like 19, 20.
Yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was about 30, 29, 30, something like that.
Somebody wants to know, did any of you keep the clothing from the film? Did you
Hell
keep
no.
it?
Nope.
Yeah. What parts of LA are you all from? Are you from LA? Are you not from LA? Where are you from? Where are you originally
I'm
from?
Oxnard, California.
Oxnard, okay.
That's
Oxnard.
805. It's about 60 miles north of downtown.
I stay in Whittier, California.
Oh, Whittier, where the girls are prettier.
Hey, Whittier, órale. All right. Right here, Highland Park.
Highland Park.
Highland Park? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was born in Bayamón, Puerto Rico, but grew up in the South Bronx in Spanish Harlem.
Hey, whoop, whoop.
Right on.
You're in Spanish Harlem right now?
No, I'm in Tampa right now. I live in Florida.
All right.
Oh, shit.
I'm in City Terrace.
What? Oh, right on. Oh, neighbors, vecinos.
Where are you now, Jesse?
Right now, I'm in San Antonio, Texas, where I'm originally from, Tejano.
Oh, nice.
But
Your wife.
But I got a spot right there in the west side in Venice, in the Venice area.
You've had that for years, though, right?
Yeah. We're still in that
I
neighborhood.
remember that place.
All right.
Yeah. But we're working, talking about City Terrace, we're working with the owner who just bought El Pino to save El Pino. So we're talking.
What?
Yeah.
Is that right?
We're going to save it, man. The owner wants to take care of it, save it, create a foundation. So I
hope you guys are able to do that, man.
I may need you all to come down and help celebrate with us. You know what I mean?
Whatever you need, brother. Aquí estoy, man.
If you need a DJ.
So I'd love to have you Vida Loca cast, man. I'd love to see you guys there. So I'll
Let me tell you,
We're ready.
She's probably the finest DJ I've ever seen.
Oh,
I've seen a
I
lot of
love
other DJ, but
her.
you fine as hell, girl.
I caught a couple of your
Yeah.
webisodes, man. A couple of your
If you
Twitch shows.
if you need a DJ for El Pino, you know I got you. I bring my records.
Got it.
Look at all
my
the
Got it.
my
records.
grandma my grandma
Get it,
lives
Christina.
in
How?
yeah. My grandma is actually she lived in Boyle Heights. My mom is from Boyle Heights. So every time we drive to her house, we would pass by El Pino. So that's pretty important to me as well. That
Yeah.
film, Blood
Well,
In,
they're
Blood
gonna
Out.
save it. Yeah, they're gonna save it and take
Yeah,
All
care of it.
right,
that's
good.
what I
They
heard
should.
too.
Yeah, they should. Like a
I'm
lot
trying
of
to.
That's
them.
that's
That's
legendary.
a fact.
That's a landmark.
Like you
Yeah.
said, like a lot of other places. You know what I mean? That's
Now,
right.
what's a good place in Echo Park that needs to be preserved like that? What's the landmark there that survived
I would say
A
there's a
lake.
old house on Morton. But the city from what I understand, they've already stepped in and they've already kind of preserved it. But I mean, just overall, man, they're trying to turn houses into 2, 3 story. You know what I mean? Like those
Condo.
mini mansions or
Yeah,
condos and all that other
man.
whatnot.
Hate
And
that shit.
yeah, no, they're killing the style. They're killing the flavor.
Killing the style,
The
man.
houses
But it's like
in
a
Echo
lot of
Park
things
are
that's happening
beautiful.
now. It's like they want the cultura, but they just don't want the raza in it. I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gotta
Exactly.
just gotta
I,
say
I,
it.
I still hang out with Stranger, Veronica from
Oh
Echo
yeah.
Park.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were driving home from something. It was like 11, and there was a bunch of people outside. I'm like, aren't they loitering? What's up?
Uh,
She's like, no.
no.
I'm
If
like,
it's in
what's
a
going
wine
on?
glass, if it's in a wine glass, it's cool.
Why are there two
If it's in a
bikers
wine glass
walking
and they got
around
a
at
dog,
11?
hey, todo se vale. You got a wine glass and a dog, you're good.
Oh my God. I was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That place has changed.
Yeah.
Can I convince any of you to say one of your famous lines from the movie? Is that
Love is blind, homegirl.
Yepa.
That's
Corazón
what
por
it means right
vida.
there.
that?
Hey, Jess, dispensa, but fuck El Duran.
I was gonna say when everybody was talking about the music that y'all were bumping, I was like, no, El Duran was listening to Sunny and the Sunliners. He was that's it. What did he say? Suavecito, a mini truck. No, hombre.
You were wrong. You were wrong.
Dale con suavecito.
That's right.
Oh my
I said the
God.
same thing when she wanted it.
I said, hey, man. No, but you know, one thing that was beautiful about, like I told you, you know, we had just spent 3 years working on Blood In, Blood Out, dude. But so coming to another barrio where you know you see that the raza is again same thing, trying to survive, you know.
Yes.
So it was
Amen.
beautiful, just beautiful to come right to the other side of town
Mm.
to another barrio and see, you know, how Allison was trying to let y'all tell that story. So para mí representando, you know, even though I was from another barrio, I'm not one of those method actors that is like, I gotta be glaring at those other vatos because they're
Exactly.
Right.
not Chale. I was like,
No.
this is a beautiful thing that's happening, man. Let me
You
see
were
how I can be a
amazing,
part of
Jesse.
it.
It was an honor to work with
No,
you.
with you and Panchito, you guys were talking to us on the side. And like I said, it was
And
very
it's
Y'all
funny.
made us
enlightening.
proud. Y'all were making us
Just,
proud, bro. I
just
know
like
we couldn't
Jesse's.
tell you that, but you were making us proud.
And Gabriel,
Yes, yes.
Jose Spain.
Just exactly what to reiterate what Jesse was saying. He had come out from Blood In, Blood Out, and I had just finished American Me. So I'm out in Boyle Heights. I'm out at Juvenile Hall. I'm out at Folsom Prison, even though none of my stuff was there, but I was there to,
Yes.
you know, study.
Right.
And then I go from you know the Hazard crew, who you know were cool as hell with me too. It was a lot scarier than Echo Park, I think, at that
Right.
moment because there was
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
shit going on at that time.
Sure.
And then I come to the Echo Park crew, and the Echo Park crew was a bunch of youngsters. You know, there's a few of the older guys,
Yeah.
but mostly the youngsters. And I could see them wanting to shine. And that's one thing I got to tell you, Rascal, I'm proud of you, man. You've come a long way, brother. You know, we've all made our mistakes and shit. But you know what? You took heed to some of the bullshit. You know, you went to college at the School of Hard Knocks, and that's all good,
Yeah.
brother. You
Hey,
know,
gracias, man. Hey,
Glad
I
to
didn't
have
know
you
you
back,
know. I
bro.
didn't know you knew that, but hey, gracias, man. I appreciate that, homie.
hey, no doubt,
Really, I
man. You know
do.
what? Like they say in Spanish, I know in Puerto Rico, pa'lante como un elefante. You keep going, brother.
Hey,
And
that's
not
how
only
it
that,
goes.
you're an example. You guys are all examples to the youngsters today.
Hey,
What we knew then, it is
Stand.
funny because our parents used to tell us, "Oh, you don't know shit." You think I don't know what you're doing? I've been there. We used to say, "Nah, bullshit." Well, I said the same shit to my kids.
Oh
you
yeah,
don't think I've
Right.
been around that block?
absolutely.
I'm like,
So
that book you're reading, I wrote it.
That's
exactly,
right.
exactly,
That's
Hey,
right.
exactly.
and if Allison does Vida Loca too, dude, you better be on that screen, man.
Hey,
For
homie, you know what I
real.
mean? I'll be sure to reach out too. You know what I mean? I
Throw
just think
that
it's something
energy
that
out
we,
there, bro.
for sure,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate that. Gracias.
Is there a Blood In, Blood Out 2 coming?
Ah, hey,
Oh my God.
you know who owns Blood In, Blood Out? Hollywood Pictures is
Disney.
Disney.
Yeah. I,
Disney
I
don't
got
want to make that movie.
Really?
I got laid off by Disney
If
actually.
No
Exactly.
way.
It's a miracle that they even made it. Is that right? Disney did
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
That's
It's
why it came
crazy.
out as Bound by Honor because they were trying to sabotage it. Once they
It
realized what had
really?
happened, yes. Once they
Oh yeah.
realized what had happened and the movie that had been made, the LA riots had happened. So that's when they
Right.
said,
right,
"We got to
that's
kill
right.
it. We got to kill it." But
Cancer.
Taylor Hackford said, "You ain't gonna send me straight
Fuck
to
that.
VHS. I'm Taylor Hackford. I won Academy Awards." So they said, "Well,
Exactly.
we'll let you release it, but you got to change the name."
It's so funny because they were
That's
trying to
why they
do that
changed it
with
to Bound by
Allison.
Honor.
That it's a trick because they want to do the same thing. They want to
Yeah,
go
they
straight
were
to video.
scared. They were scared, bro. They didn't
Yeah.
want to
But when they
theaters.
seen American Me and, even your movie, they were like, oh shit, we'll take it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing
Vamonos.
With American Me when it came out, when it premiered, Jesse was saying, it was about the time of the riots as well. So Power 106 in California and LA was just getting big, and it
Mhm.
was
Right.
it was, when we went to the theater to do the red carpet bullshit, whatever, the premiere, so to speak.
Yes.
That was the first time that Hollywood and any movie theater had metal detectors for people to come in to see that movie.
Wow.
Man,
Can you
Oh
believe
Wow.
that shit?
yeah.
Yeah.
The
No, no,
Chinese
no.
theater, the Kodak theater, they had metal detectors, and then they had cops in a lot of the theaters because of the content. The same thing with Blood In, Blood Out. A lot of
But,
people
but but
just
you know what? I think a lot of it comes back around full circle to the politicas that are behind the scenes that none of us don't know about, and the fact that we're able to get out there in any type of light. Because at first I was like, I don't want to put this spin on my people. Like, that's you're doing too much, Allison. I didn't like this and I didn't like that, and now I understand and I see with different eyes. I'm 47 years old now. You know what I mean? Back
Mm.
then I was 18, 19 years old, and I had a lot of pride. My head was somewhere else. But
you didn't know
again,
what the
just for the
message was
fact
going to be.
I had no idea, and just get out there. You know what I mean? Because it's a stepping stone. It moves
Right.
on and it grows up into something else. And as long as we could get out there, hey, that's half the battle right there.
Yeah,
But again,
man.
hey, I,
Well
I
said.
appreciate
Well
you guys. I
said.
appreciate you guys.
Well said. You
Yes.
too, carnal. Good work.
Orale.
I
You
guess
all right, you all right.
I try.
one
Gabriel, shut
last
up. Wait, you know
question.
what?
Oh, sorry.
Art
Go ahead.
hasn't said anything.
I know Arthur. I don't know if Arthur's internet is allowing
That's a
him to
mugshot.
live his best
It's a
life.
mugshot. That's still awesome.
Look, he looks all serious and shit.
Oh, wait. Arthur rolls with us whenever he can to meet and greets, and it's
Hey,
I don't know. I think I'm
wait.
having a real bad connection as
Yeah.
no, no, no,
far
no.
as the mic.
Go towards the router.
Get out of the campo,
Yeah,
cabrón.
go back in the room that
It's
we
good
we
to see
sound
you.
checked in. That
It's
room
good to
was
see you.
Salte del
perfect.
campo, cabrón,
Wherever you
muévete.
sound
She
checked
sounded like
in.
the little girl from Poltergeist. The light ain't your friend, Caroline.
Yeah, go back to the room where you sound check with me. You sounded perfect. You look great. If you could move back to that room, that'd be amazing. I mean, I have another question. I wanted to know do you have any memorable fan experiences? Like something you totally remember, somebody you meet at a meet and greet or on the street? Like, does anyone have a story about their fan just like running up on them or something?
Christina,
Oh
how
my
many
gosh.
stalkers did you have after this movie? Because you were
Yeah,
fine as hell. You
really.
were fine as
I
hell
was
now.
so
Uh
beautiful. Still.
Uh,
I'm just saying.
huh.
fan experiences. Jeez, gosh, there's been so many. Oh.
Oh, any good, yeah, good or bad,
Um.
fun.
Oh
Just get
gosh,
one.
I think in Texas we were in Dallas, and this little girl, she couldn't have. She was about 3 years old. Recited uh like half the movie to us, and we're like, wow,
Wow.
like that was
That's
crazy.
awesome.
But yeah, we get there's so many stories. There's so many Oh my gosh, yeah, lots of stuff, lots of tears,
Tears.
lots of tears, which is which is so humbling. I mean that
Yeah.
it. I mean to so many young people because I go to these meet and greets and I'm expecting women my age there and they're not. They're like, they're under 25 years old and I'm like, where's your mom? And but
I actually tagged along on a few of the greet meets, and one of the
Yeah.
things that really struck me was like we did they invited me to a car show, and we also did like one of those veteran hall, Legion Hall events, and the lines would be like all the way around, like it would go all the way, and these kids would get so emotional meeting, baby doll and meeting Mousy and meeting Sad Girl,
oh
and
my yes,
some of them would get like teary eyed, and
yeah,
Yeah.
it was really for me. It was really
It's
cool
a
to watch.
classic.
People
It's
get
a
really
classic.
excited about it. People that you know, well, I know when I'm looking right at them. I mean, they were not around when that movie came out. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And now here they are, and it's a culture, it's a way of life. For
Yes.
I had the privilege of actually playing homeboys and stuff that live this life. So to actually see it and still have people that are like emulating it, even on a style platform. You go to places like Japan or like somewhere out there, and they love the
Mm.
culture.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Just
Yeah, the
Yes,
lowrider
yes.
culture is
Japan.
huge over there.
Oh
I
my God.
I
Huge.
DJ'd.
There's a sad
They
girl
respect all the
Japan, and
life.
her name is Mona.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No
I
way.
DJ'd. I DJ'd in Japan
Is that
in
right?
2019. I took my records out there and we DJ'd an oldies funk party, and it was
Yeah.
all. It was Mona showed up, the like famous chola in
Right.
Japan,
Yeah.
and they loved it. They loved all the funk records, the oldies. They loved a
Wow.
lot, but everybody was
And they
Wow.
know
decked
what's
out.
up.
When have you ever heard a China say, "Órale, carnal, what's up, ese?"
They're
You go
more.
there,
They
you
They're
do.
see
like
everywhere.
Over there, you
it's a
will.
Let's
it's a
do it from the
movement.
hood.
Everywhere. And they know
That's
Yeah,
both
say, "Who
crazy.
wants the
Spanish. They know
pork
both
fried rice?
Spanish
Arroz con
people.
gandules."
No, hombre.
It's a huge
Es otra
subculture.
onda.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably, if this was in person, I would probably cry. I'm not gonna. I actually did tear up when it all
Thank you.
started coming together because, being a woman DJ is different. Being a Chicana out here in a male-dominated world doing my thing is different, and it shows that we can do whatever we want. And so
Yeah.
when I had the chance to get you all together, major shout out to Gabriel for helping me get everybody involved.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you
There
so
you go.
much. Thank you.
That's my little brother.
You
Yeah,
see.
when I found out that you all were coming on, I teared up because it just means so much as representation to see us, on the big screen as a DJ, as anything that is successful and doing something means so much. And I see people even in the chat saying that they would tear up meeting you today. So, I mean,
Awesome.
I think that this movie means a lot to a lot of people. I mean, there's 140 people in here watching us right now.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Well,
so
the fact that that's happening means a lot to all of us, and I speak for you guys as well. I hope I'm not online because that means we did a good job and we got our story across. Especially
Eso.
Christina, Angel, Sadie, ¿cómo se llama esta? Whisper, all the girls. I mean, of course, the guys we did our shit, Puppet too. Rascal. It's a testimony of something that we were able to send a message to. And as crazy as it might sound, oh, it's a gangster movie. No, it's about
No.
a
No.
perspective
No.
of people that are in a neighborhood, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever.
Universal,
It's a
baby.
culture. It's a culture, and we were
Yes,
able to get
sir.
across it. This is what happens when you grow up in this kind of environment, but you can get out of this.
Yes.
And the fact that it was a
Yes.
female's perspective of it, written and directed by a female who's awesome as shit,
Yes, right.
who should
And
have won
lived
an
Right.
award
there.
for this
She
film.
lived it too.
And she lived right and should have won an award for this, which is
No.
fine. I think
No
the
doubt.
Sundance thing. It's an honor and thank you. I want to thank all the fans. I mean, like I said, I worked the whole time of the movie, but I'm only in the movie 5-10 minutes if you look at it. But it was an experience that I'll never forget. I got to work with wonderful actors, awesome actresses. On top of the fact of being beautiful, they were very professional and they did their shit. they made
Hey.
this movie what it was.
On the nose, Panchito. On the nose, homie.
Yeah.
Bravo.
And that's all I
Absolutely.
got to say.
Absolutely, Holmes. That's right.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
If you don't mind, if I could,
Yeah.
these gentlemen, they've had experiences in other movies and whatnot. I mean, I could say there was 2 different times that I've had people come up to me, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna either have to fuck this dude up, you know what I mean? He's trying to clown me, you know
Or
what I
sign
mean?
an autograph.
But it took me a long time to wrap my mind around exactly what the homie was saying right now. You know what I mean? It's a culture thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people, this happens all over everywhere. You know what I mean? When you confine to a certain area, pickings are slim, and things happen. You know what I mean? And that's and it's gonna play out how it plays out. You know what I mean? I won't say it's as dramatically, but I mean I'm just saying things happen, and it is what it is. And I remember you being behind the wall and going in there for a violation, and you hit the tier, and you introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are, and and when you're done, you gotta they holler back. And I had this one cat, dispensa Latina, he so and so from this barrio. Hey, is that you? Were you in that movie? And I thought to myself, well, here I go. I'm gonna have to catch another case. This dude's gonna try to clown me on the tear. You know what I mean? Again, this is about women. You know what I mean? Like, what could he possibly have to say that's gonna be right? And he actually sincerely put himself out there. It was like, hey, this was a movie that me and my old lady go to see. We, they connected with it however they did on whatever level, and I was just like, wow, man, what a fucking trip. And it just was like a reality check. You know what I mean? It's bigger. It was bigger than me and whatever I was going through, whatever I was feeling. You know what I mean? It's something that's universal, and it fits. You know what I mean? It fits
Amen.
somebody somewhere. But
Amen,
yeah,
brother.
hey,
Amen. God bless you, man.
hey,
man,
God
you
bless
know
you guys,
what?
man.
I wish I could have recorded that story and told it to a lot of young actors or a lot of
Amen.
actors that of color, because now you know, carnal, why we do what we do, and
Hey,
why we took it seriously to be there, even though you guys didn't have that
you
experience.
didn't have to.
It
You didn't
was
have to,
like,
brother.
yeah. Well, you felt it. You felt it. You saw
No.
it.
And like Jesse said, we both had just come out of big budget freaking movies, right? And we come into this thing where we didn't get really paid shit. Excuse me.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't a matter of the payment. It was a matter of the story.
The work.
Yeah.
You know,
But we knew
Right on.
the story and
we knew what was going to represent, where it was going to go.
Exactly.
And that's what you've been feeling over the years, like people understanding that and going,
No,
"Hey,
yeah.
¿sabes qué, carnal? You saved me." When we were going through this time, that movie saved me. It
On a whole nother
entertained us.
level.
Yeah, on a whole
Right.
other level, man.
Yeah,
And that's the
right on.
beauty of film, and that's the beauty of us being able to tell our own story. And that's the best thing, is that Allison allowed us to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
we're-
right. That's right. Absolutely.
All honor to
That's
Allison.
rare. That's rare in Hollywood, bro. Because usually, like you
No,
said,
Allison got down right there. You know what I
they
mean?
are
She did what
trying
she
to.
did. Hey.
Most of the time in American cinema, they are trying to clown us, dude. I hate to say it, but they are trying to, you know.
Yep.
And Panchito
not
was
most of the
talking
time, about 85% of the time,
Hey, come on, man.
which is
Come on,
even
man.
more than most
I
of the
understand.
time.
Exactly.
So I want to
So
say
you were
thank
part
you.
of something beautiful.
Yes.
But that's
Yes,
the
I
liquor
was. And I
store, right?
appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. And hey, gracias, Allison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked to her. I got her blessings before we did this. When they reached out,
Yeah.
I
Amen.
got a hold of
Thank
her and I
you for
said, hey,
that.
Allison, hey, check this out, Allison. This is what's happening.
Oh,
And I just want to get your blessings with all due respect, because I know this was your baby. You know what I mean? This was your thing. And I just, want to make sure, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to step over no lines, And she was like, hey, you have fun and you do what you do. And that was it. Hey, much love again.
Yes, thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. This has been amazing. It exceeded my expectations. I've had the best time hanging out with you. I wish we could kick it for like hours on end. And I mean, if we need to do part 2, I'm down if you're down.
We gotta have Sadie.
Holla.
Yeah.
We're missing some people, man.
Yeah,
We're missing some people.
We should say, let's do a round 2 of this, because this movie's amazing. You all are amazing. I would love to shout out some of the stuff you're working on. If anybody wants to let us know where we can find you, where we can follow you, and continues to support you. This is what we're here for, is for support and love. So please feel free to share with us right now what you're working on, or what we can look forward to.
Well, I
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Oh, You can follow me on Instagram at yes_baby doll, and also on Facebook, Christina Solis.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again.
Yes_baby doll.
Still up.
And what I do, I'm a distributor for CBD company, and that's what I do. So,
call me, girl.
Yeah,
call me.
Okay.
Awesome. We have your Christina. We have your Instagram in the chat. So anybody who wants to contact Christina for all the CBD goods, I love CBD, so I will be hollering at you.
What's the name of the brand?
I eliminate the middleman. I go straight to the source.
Oh well, then that's
kidding.
different.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I am kidding.
No, we're online, so just hit me up and I'll give you all the information.
Yes, if the mods can definitely please put up Christina's Instagram once again, that would be awesome. So we can go get that great CBD. Anybody else want to let us know what they're working on, or just being a beautiful person in life?
Well, I don't know about beautiful, but I'll just say I want to thank all of the supporters, everyone. You can find me on Instagram at Cantante101, on Facebook. Does anybody even use Facebook anymore? Juan Gabriel Gonzalez. Yeah, right. Not really. Okay. No, and also check out the Boogaloo Assassins. I'm doing a lot of music, but de vez en cuando, I do a little bit of some acting here or there, donde me acomode, although right now there's nothing going on. See, that's why we need that part too. But so I wish all the performers out there and all the people, all my other fellow essential workers, that to stay safe and keep in touch at Cantante1 on Instagram. Okay.
And we can also watch your daughter, right, on Gentefied?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
My
daughter is part of some of the shows. She comes out on Gentefied. She plays Lydia.
We love her.
Annie Gonzalez. And so please support. They're going into their second season. They're starting production in 3 weeks. And while we're on the topic, support Selena. Check out Selena. Check out some of the other really good shows that are coming out. And there's even some more stuff. Even the Gabriel Iglesias show that's on there, where Jacob Vargas is on it.
Yes, sir.
So, also, Angel wrote a book.
Oh, yes, please.
Angel wrote a book. Too Happy to Be Sad Girl. Right?
Right?
Yes, it's number one on
Amazon.
It's doing really well and stuff. Maybe
she's
you
doing
should
really
bring him back on. It's beautiful. The ladies are talking some real positive, really cool stuff. I think that's what maybe that Loca Part 2 should be about. But
yes.
Hey, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? But no, but thank you, Smirita, for having me. And so great to see everyone else,
Of course. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Gabriel.
Yeah, Jesse,
Oh,
we have some films to watch, right, Jesse?
Yeah, I got a film actually that I made with Benjamin right after Blood In, Blood Out, directed by his brother, Peter Brett, called Follow Me Home. And actually, Salma Hayek plays my ex-girlfriend in that one, too. Wait, there's a recurring theme here.
Gabriel, he stole your shit, dog.
Pero me and Benjamin play a couple of Chicano cousins who are Chicano painters. And we're gonna go to the White House and paint a multicultural mural on the White House. It was real controversial during its time. It was a hit at the '95 Sundance Film Festival, but it was too brown for Hollywood, so it got banned for 25 years. And then during this election, because in the whole storyline, we get ambushed by some right-wing Civil War reenactors in the middle of the country. And we have Alfred Woodard's in the van with us. So it's a beautiful film.
Yeah.
But like I said, me, Benjamin, Noah Verduzco, who was in Mi Vida Loca también, little Juanito. But who did he play in Mi Vida Loca? What was Noah's name in Mi Vida Loca?
The little guy?
I can hear his voice right now.
Didn't he play Jacob's brother?
Yeah, I think so.
He was Jacob's brother.
But Noah's in it with us as well.
No, that was art.
So follow me home at followmehomethemovie.com. And then the other one I have is called Phoenix, Oregon. Phoenix, Oregon, themovie.com. And in that one, I'm a pizza chef. So But it's pura raza in that one too. So check it out. PhoenixOregonthemovie.com and follow me home themovie.com.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got
Is
the
it
links
playing-
we got the links going up in the chat for the films. All your Instagram handles are in the chat as well. So we have
Justin Borrego official.
Yes, I want to shout out to my moderators here tonight. B Love, Marty626, D Funk. Thank you so much for helping me out tonight. I couldn't do it without you.
That's what's up, guys.
And also Arthur has some postcards that he's selling for he has some postcards he's selling that he's signed as Shadow, so you can definitely hit him up on Instagram for those.
What?
Yeah,
I want one.
yeah, Arthur slanging those postcards. I also want to let you know and shout out to my girl Project Wrangle. You can go ahead and win this beautiful mask. We're gonna go play the Mi Vida Loca trivia game on DJ Franchise's channel. I also have a 45 to give away and a 12-inch. This is courtesy of Liquid Beat Records. So come over and play with us. We're gonna play for some vinyl, a couple of masks. I just want to say thank you so much for the hype train. What a hype train? If you guys don't know, a hype train is when people send tips and stuff to me. So thank you to the hype train. We appreciate everything I get goes back into my stream. I'm trying to buy a new mixer. I'm trying to buy more lighting, a new camera. You know, just upgrade. You know, your girl's trying to do some things over here. Invite you back on. I would love to have you all back on my channel. I mean, like I said, this has been so amazing. Probably the most memorable thing that's probably going to happen to me all year. So I really want to say is how much it means. I might even tear up right now. I might tear up right now. Thank you so much for being on here with me. It means a lot. It really means a lot. And especially like what's happening in the world right now and us being together on screen and being raza and doing our thing. It means a lot to a lot of people, especially to me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Thank you for doing what you're doing and elevating women to another position as well, because you're doing a hell of a job. And, you know, you got the balls. You go, girl.
You got the lady balls.
Yeah. So, I didn't want to say what it was, but you know what I mean. It's a positive thing, and God bless you. And whatever you need, you know, that we can do, just let us know. I'm here. Jesse will always be there. Christina, Gabe, Art, if he ever talks.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Does anyone want to give a shout out to anybody before we raid over to DJ Franchise's channel? Is there anyone?
Shout out to Gabriel, Jesse, Christina, Art, Rascal, Billy Lopez, Angela Venus, Whisper, Divine, the whole Echo Park crew, and shout out to you and your partner Francis. God bless you guys.
That's right. My gosh, thank you so much. We're gonna get this we're gonna get this raid going. We're gonna go play the game. So I'll send you all the links if you guys want to come play with us and just hang out some more. If not, like I said, appreciate all your time and energy with us. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Look at that beautiful little girl. Who's that beautiful little girl there? That's not yours, right, Rascal?
Oh, hold on.
How's she winding up so cute?
I give it to the mama.
Could you hug me his head?
That's mama. That's mama.
God bless you. Hey, guys, before we go into it, guys, let's stay in touch. Christina, Jesse, and Gabe. I'll talk to you. Rascal, send me your info, brother. I'm on Facebook.
Brother.
You can hear me.
Hey, show her Scooby-Doo and the